Hey, I am back. Uh, so the winter meetings wrapped up, and I was gonna do a Rule 5 draft recap, but no names really jumped out at me, and I think if I do, I might still do a recap, but I'm gonna wait until updated prospect reports come out. So once those come out, maybe I'll do a recap for you. The only thing that stood out was that the Orioles took two people, which it's just two guys have to stick on the 26-man roster now. So, I'm gonna do a rules and non-player related stuff uh, soon. So, but as usual, guys, like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment below with your thoughts on what I discussed today or just in general. If there's anything I missed that you want me to cover. And so the Yankees re-signed Brett Gardner to a 1-year, $12.5 million deal with a club option. And club option. He's perfectly he's basically a fourth outfielder at this point. And while 12.5 million seems like a lot for a fourth outfielder, he is a very good fourth outfielder. And I think they probably, it's the loyalty deal where teams give older players a little more money than they're worth out of respect or so this deal's good. I like Brett Gardner a lot. I always thought he was a very underrated player while he was playing, and I actually remember when he was coming up in the majors or coming up in the minors, there were a lot of reports that were like, oh, he's not going to be a good player. But the reports on him were he's ridiculously fast and he makes pitchers work. He walks a lot. He's got great discipline. I'm like, that sounds like a very good player to me. And, I think that's what he was. He didn't, last season he hit a career high in home runs. And he, the first season that he's had a slugging percentage over 500. So, will he replicate those numbers? No, most likely not. And, but he doesn't need to be. Like I said, he's a fourth outfielder, really. He'll be playing a lot because the Yankees rotate their outfield with Stanton and Judge. They rotate and play DH, and that's why the Yankees don't really get full-time DHs anymore. But the one concern I have, and it's sort of been the concern I've had over the past couple of years, is that the Yankees acquired Clint Frazier a couple of years ago in the Andrew Miller deal with the Indians. And they haven't really given him a shot. Like, last year, 2019, is the most playing time he's had, but they also sort of, chose guys like Michael Tauchman over him. And when other guys got injured. So I feel like Brett Gardner takes his spot. And so I think at this point, you either have to, I don't know, like, you gotta give, Clint Frazier deserves a chance to play at the major league level pretty regularly. And look, like I said, this year there's 26 men on the roster. They just changed the rule for that's going to take effect this year. So, I guess they could. And I think Aaron Hicks is still injured, so he won't be playing right away. So, there's definitely room for Clint Frazier. So, it's a good deal. I like the deal. They are paying him a little more, which, it's a little weird. The other thing that's a little weird is the Yankees are close to the luxury tax, and I guess maybe they have other moves in the works. And one thing I did forget in the Gerrit Cole video, I forgot to mention James Paxton. So, right now their rotation's ridiculous. I saw a meme, I saw a meme on Twitter today of, like, it was a picture of Masahiro Tanaka and going, imagine this guy as your fourth starter. So, listen, Masahiro Tanaka is not what he was a couple of years ago, but, as a fourth starter, that's a really good fourth starter. So, I just thought the meme was funny. And they've got a lot of pitching depth now. They have Herman once he, gets his shit sorted out. They have Jonathan Loizaga, or however you pronounce his name. I call him Johnny Lasagna because I heard that and it's pretty funny. Then they have Jordan Montgomery, who, when he pitched in 2018, he was really good. he didn't make a lot of starts, but I think like if given the chance, he could be really good. And you always need pitching because it's just guys get injured. Very rarely do you only go through a season with 5 starting pitchers. So, but that's sort of my recap on the Brett Gardner deal and just, I guess, the state of the Yankees in general. And now that the winter meetings have officially ended, I mean, there's still a few free agents out there, so we'll see what happens. I'm sure the Yankees will add some depth pieces. They have to replace. Well, I mean, he's not signed yet, but Dellin Betances is still not on the Yankees as of right now. Maybe they resign him, but I don't know. And I don't think they're not going to replace Didi because I think that was sort of why they didn't make the reason they didn't make the push on Didi is because Urshela came through. They have LeMahieu at second. They have Gleyber Torres at short. They have Andujar coming back. I think Andujar could slide over to first because the thing about him was always that he was a defensive liability at third. And you have Urshela who surprised with the bat last year. So, you could always move Andujar back to third if Urshela struggles, and you still have Luke Voit, and then catcher is Gary Sanchez, and actually we'll be talking about the backup catcher soon. So that's it, guys. Like I said earlier, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below on your thoughts about Brett Gardner or the Yankees in general, or just, if whatever you want to talk about, you could talk about. So, and as usual, check out the website, theunusefulidiots.com, where you'll find the podcast if you want to give that a listen, and different ways that you could support me, support the channel, and help me grow the channel into something bigger. And that's it. So till next time, bye.